Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lab Classic Remastered. This time taking a look at the 1997 Mugen CRX Pro 3. Another Del Sol, another CRX Pro, because of course there's the Pro 2 and the Pro 3. This was a car that was very hard to find any form of information on, including what year this was actually produced. In the end, I went with 1997. Every sort of documentation I've looked at says 97. So I'm assuming this is 97, might be wrong. You might have been able to sort of make one of these with Mugen bits, or this was a show car, or I have no idea. What I do know is this does look very cool in the sort of forest green paint with the stripe going down the side of it. The Mugens, whether they look good or not, is always subjected in the front grille on this one. It is a little bit heinous, but they always look cool no matter what. And the Del Sol is a big win in my book. I like a Del Sol, and we've had several of them go around the track, and they've been pleasant, not quick. So we'll see how the Pro 3 does. The Pro 2 CRX also wasn't very quick, as we'll get into. No CRXs ever managed to break out of the 32-second bubble, but maybe this one will. We will see today, apart from the LM edition, come to think of it. Anyways, front engine, front wheel drive, 248 horsepower, 1,048 kilos. Those are very Del Sol-like stats. So, yeah, here we go. The Mugen CRX Pro 3 will get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition 99. That car set a time of a 27.017, the CRX Pro 3 not beating that. In terms of where this is going to go, quickest Del Sol we've had is the Del Sol SIR, that's at a time of a 32.006, and that was a non-race modded 95. The 92s are going to run race mod because they are better statistically. Well as these ones, well, I say these ones, the 95s aren't, and this one technically would be a 95. The CRX Pro 2 set a time of a 32.042, yeah, that's sort of the state of CRXs. CRXs not quick around here, they don't really have the power to be quick. Although 32.117, if this can somehow find 0.1 of a second, this will be the first CRX to break the 32-second barrier. And it would also be one of the very few cars on the leaderboard that actually is quicker than its standard variant, because most cars, standard variant is quicker than the modified ones. We spoke about this before. Modified cars at the start of the game are great, 32.012, nice. Modified cars at the start of the game are great. The problem with the modified cars is they don't have as much top-end tuning as the standard cars can, and obviously most of the time they don't have race mods, so they aren't quite as good as their standard versions when they're fully upgraded. But obviously, I think, to be fair, the Pro 3 is more of a visual kit than anything else, so yeah, maybe not in this case, but in most of the cases it's usually better to you know, use these cars. Not from standard, obviously they're better, because otherwise there'd be no point of having the tuned version of it. But yeah, the actual upgrade ceiling isn't quite as broad. And that's kind of true for the Del Sol. Obviously you don't have the racing mod that the other Del Sols have. And I think the power on this 248 is slightly less than it is from the normal SIR. That was a very slow last corner. I was shocked by how slow I came off that. This definitely can be the first CRX to break into the under 32 seconds, which for almost every other car would not be an impressive thing. We saw a Neon do it last time out. But no, this is new unbroken ground for Del Sols. If we can get a good line into this final corner, which we don't, but we might be able to power it. Wow, that wasn't set up, that wasn't scripted, that just happened. Fantastic, excellent, brilliant, awesome. I mean, I suppose it's quicker than the SIR. That is very hard to say in quick succession. Wow. I have no words. The worst bit is we've had a car that's done a 32 dead, so this is slower than that. But, wow. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Brilliant. The best... apparently Sector 3 just fell apart. It just doesn't have the torque to pull it through Sector 3. Of course, it could break that elusive barrier in the same way I'm sure the CRX Del Sol SIR could probably have broken that barrier as well. But, yeah. Brilliant. Ridiculous. Oh, dear. A 32.001, and we'll place this into 336th place. It is 1,000th of a second slower than the Nissan Pulsar Serie VZR, and it is 5,000th of a second quicker than the CRX Del Sol SIR. It's quicker than the Mirage SDRX, the MGF, the CRX Pro 2, the Jaguar XJ Sport. Okay, these aren't very impressive cars to be beating. Yeah, they're just not very quick. You know, we've spoke before, naturally aspirated cars don't really lend themselves to have particularly good lap times around here unless they're mental, like the Neon or the Integra. And as well as that, you know, this doesn't quite have the power, so it's a little bit dog-eared in that aspect. But it does look very cool, and it's produced a classic Hot Lap Classic moment there. Brilliant. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.